Begin in child's pose. Rest your forehead on your hands and your sit bones on your heels. And just take a few nice deep breaths into the lower back, the middle back, and the upper back. Really feeling how you can spread the ribs. And slowly stretch out your hands, your arms. Hands come underneath the shoulders and knees underneath the hips. And when you exhale, round the spine, pull the navel in, drop the head. And when you inhale, let the heart melt in between the upper arms. Exhale, round the spine, tailbone towards the heels. And inhale, turn the tailbone towards the sky. Exhale, round. Inhale, lift. Exhale, round, pull the navel up and in. Inhale, lift. Now bring the right knee towards the forehead when you exhale, and inhale, place it back down. Exhale, left knee towards the forehead. Inhale, place it down, arch the spine. Exhale, right knee in. Inhale, release. Exhale, left knee in, navel in, and inhale, release it back down. Now this time, bring your right knee into your chest. And when you inhale, stretch it back behind you into a half plank. Exhale, left knee in. Inhale, arrive in your full plank. You can always bring your knees down if it's too much. And just press away from the ground here. Feel the lift in the navel. And then go ahead, bring your knees underneath the hips. And stretch your hands out in front of you. Let the heart melt towards the ground and the forehead on the ground. And then wave the spine forward all the way down on your belly. Exhale, place the hands underneath the shoulders. Inhale, come up into a cobra. Exhale, release all the way down. One more, inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, release all the way down. Turn the toes under, shift yourself back into a downward facing dog. Now in your downward dog, bend your elbows slightly and round the shoulders under, so really wrap them onto your back. So you can do that a few times, rolling the upper arms out and forward and the shoulders under. So you really create more space for your neck here. And then from there you can start to flow forward into your plank. So ripple the spine forward, tailbone down. And exhale, pull back through the navel into downward dog. Inhale, ripple the spine forward. Exhale, pull back. Inhale forward, so use your core. Exhale back. Very nice. Last time, inhale forward. Exhale back. Now this time when you come forward, inhale. Knees on the ground, exhale. And bring again your hips above your knees and stretch out your hands in front of you. Let the heart and the forehead melt down. And then wave the spine forward onto your belly. Place the hands underneath the shoulders. Inhale, lift into a cobra. Point the toes back. Exhale, release. Interlace the fingers behind your back. Lift the heart. And exhale, press back into your downward facing dog. Very nice. Bring the big toes together as one. Inhale, lift the right leg towards the sky if you've got space. And exhale, step the foot forward in between your hands. Lower the left knee down. And then start to raise the arms when you inhale. And exhale, release the hands in front of your heart. Two more like that. Inhale, lift the heart and the arms. Exhale, release the hands. Make sure you keep pushing the navel in and up. Inhale. And exhale, this time release the hands down onto the ground. Step again to hands and knees, hips above the knees. And stretch your hands out in front of you. Inhale, wave forward onto your belly. Exhale, hands underneath the shoulders. Inhale, cobra pose. Exhale, release. Turn the toes under. Lift back into downward dog if you can without knees. Big toes come together as one. Inhale, the left leg stretches up. Exhale, place it in between your hands. Release the right knee towards the ground. Inhale, lift the arms up, lift the navel. Exhale, hands in front of your heart. Inhale, reach the fingertips out and up. Exhale, hands in front of your heart. One more. Inhale, lift up. And exhale, release down. Hands underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. Stretch out the hands and release the heart down. Inhale, flow forward onto your belly. Stretch the toes back. Inhale, lift the heart, cobra pose. Exhale, release and come to downward facing dog. And in downward dog, step the big toes together again. This time bend your knees and straighten the other leg. So one knee is bent, one leg is straight, just to lengthen the backs of the legs. Go ahead and inhale, stretch the right leg up, bend your knee and open your hip without twisting in the shoulders. So keep the shoulders in one line. And then exhale, step the right foot in between the hands, lower the left knee down onto the ground. Inhale, reach the arms up. This time, palms of the hands are facing outward and place the hands together. So it's a reverse namaste. If you want to, you can stretch the back knee away from the ground and the back thigh lifts towards the sky. If you could see my hands, you would see that they would be stretching above my head and my neck is in line with my spine, so I'm not looking all the way up. Keep lifting your navel, strong feet, strong core, and then release and wave the hands down and stretch your hips back. Lengthen the front leg and fold over that straight front leg, just as a nice counter pose. Inhale, come forward, hands press down underneath the shoulders, and exhale, step to plank. Inhale here, and exhale, lower all the way down as a straight plank if you can. Interlace the fingers behind your back. Inhale, lift, and exhale, release down. Hands underneath the shoulders, stretch back into downward dog. Relax the head and bring the big toes together as one. Inhale, left knee lifts, bend the knee, open the hip. Again, shoulders in one line. And then from there, step the foot in between your hands and lower the right knee down. This time you can see it a little better. So turn the palms of the hands out, place them together and lift them above your head. Lift the heart. If you want to, bring the knee away from the ground. If you don't want to, don't worry about it. So really open the chest here, but with a strong core. Don't arch the lower back. Keep some length there, keep the tailbone down. And then start to release your arms all the way down. Bring the right knee down, stretch the hips back and lengthen over the left leg. So this is a nice counter pose. And then come forward, hands underneath your shoulders. Step both feet back into plank. And then lower your knees down. If you want to, you can keep the knees up. But it's a little harder because we're going to go into push-ups. So inhale down and exhale up. Inhale down, exhale up. Make sure you're doing this not only with your arms, but also with your core. So your hips are not moving. They're in one line with your shoulders. Pull the navel in. And then stretch the hips above your knees and stretch the heart towards the ground. Inhale, flow forward. And exhale, hands behind your back. Interlace the fingers and lift the heart. If you want to, lift your feet and stretch the toes behind you. And then release all the way down. Hands underneath the shoulders and come back to downward facing dog. Shake your head, yes and no. And if you want to, open your mouth and exhale out your mouth. Bring the big toes together as one. Inhale, the right leg lifts. Bend your knee, open your hip. Exhale, step the foot forward in between your hands. This time the back thigh is super strong. Inhale, interlace the fingers behind your back and open the heart from your core. So you want to create a lift in your navel and a downward moving in your tailbone. And from there, stretch the heart up. Now slowly release the fingertips by your foot. Inhale, shift the hips back, lengthen the front leg. Exhale, bend your front knee. Inhale, shift back. Exhale, bend your front knee. Inhale, back. Exhale, bend. One more. Inhale, shift back. And exhale, bend your front knee. Press the hands down into the ground. Step back to plank. Optional to keep the right leg lifted. And then when you lower down, place the feet together and release. Inhale, lift the heart, cobra pose. Exhale, lower towards the ground. Now start to swim in the sky. So bend one knee, straighten the arm, and just move in your own creative way. Imagine you're swimming in the ocean or in the sky. And then release the hands underneath your forehead. Take a breath here. If you want to, rock the hips from side to side. Now slowly, hands underneath the shoulders. Stretch yourself back into downward dog. Big toes together. Inhale, lift the left leg up. Bend your knee, open your hip. Exhale, step the foot in between your hands. So keep the back thigh strong. Interlace the fingers behind your back and open from your core. So stay away from arching the lower back. What also helps is really hugging your legs towards the midline of your mat, midline of your body. And then slowly release, fingertips next to your foot. Inhale, lengthen the leg. Exhale, bend the knee. Inhale, exhale, bend. Stretch the hips back. Exhale, bend. Both hands down, press the hands into the ground, step into plank, optional to lift the left leg, and then step the foot back on the ground and release onto the ground. Inhale, cobra pose. Exhale, release down. Again, swim in the sky or in the ocean. And just enjoy the fluid strength of your back. No strain in the neck. Just work with what your body wants. Keep breathing. And then slowly release the hands underneath the forehead. Rock the hips gently from side to side. And then from there, make your way back into child's pose. Stretch the lower back. Stretch your arms out in front of you, or bring them all the way behind you. Again, take a breath in your lower back, and just relax into the ground.